Okay, is this recording? Right, looks like it's recording, hopefully. Anyway, alright guys and girls, welcome back. Using the Sony CV1 or ZV1 with the Zeiss lens. It's a digital camera. So this was one of my latest cameras, the ones I did the sort of a look into on the video about a week ago. So at the moment it is just gone 6 o'clock. It's 18:04 on Monday, I believe. Now, is it Monday? Yeah, Monday, 24th of the 1st, 2022. I'm hoping the microphone's not too loud. Let us know if the microphone's alright, guys and girls. I don't want it blaring and all that. Because I'm actually using OBS right now to record this. Because, look how focused it is as well. And I haven't even got any lighting area to light up the area at the moment. I mean, I've got that sort of thing down here, but I'm using my camera to... So I've got this, which I've taken off to put my phone on, but this little thing here, that actually goes on the tripod, which I've got it on now. So I'm just using that to put my camera on, just to keep it nice and straight. So anyway, so I've just come back from Sainsbury's, not too long ago, probably about 10 minutes now. And I am, actually, no, what can I do? Actually, I wonder if there's a way I could, no, actually, so I've got this as the main thing. I could put like a background on and have like the green screen in the back, but this will do fine for the time being. Anyway, so I want to get to the point. So this video today is about my iPad Pro, which I actually bought, I think it was like, this was the 2021, so this one I think was around the start of 2021. So around about January, I think it might have been December, November or December 2020 when it came out. I'm not too sure, something around about that time. But I picked it up due to the fact I wanted it for basically photogrammetry. It's amazing. So this is like my, I'd say a 1 year or just slightly over a year review of the iPad Pro. Now all I've been doing with it is scanning things. I don't really use it for like drawing as a tablet. You can use it as a drawing tablet. I think this one was like a 10-inch. So this is the one I'm using. This is like this has got like 4 different cameras just at the top there. So you've got the LiDAR. I think the LiDAR sensor, I think that might be it, unless it's something else, but I'm not too sure which one it is. But there's 3 main cameras. You've got like an ultra wide lens. You've got a wide, I think ultra wide, and I think there's like sort of one on the back as well, so you could do like a selfie. So it's technically, I think there's like 5 cameras altogether. Now it is amazing. I go into Outspace a lot, so my whole sort of thing is like, what can I do in Outspace that is kind of different to that aspect. So I actually started about 12 months going back working on Unity. Now I've done quite a few videos, bits and bobs. I'm not a professional or anything on it, so don't get me wrong on there. I just like sort of just dabbing into it a little bit. And I came across Unity, I think was around 2 or 3 years going back. But when I got into it, first of all, I was like really intimidated into it, because there was a lot of stuff to work on, and how to do the textures, how to add textures to the map bit streaming area on it. So like to add that kind of stuff onto the mesh itself and make it into like a figure of some sort, I thought was, wow, I thought that was amazing. Now I've only started doing beginner stuff on it for like the start of it, on how to sort of build worlds for out space, but now I've actually found out how to use the SDK on VR chat so I can add worlds in there. Now on VR chat it's way different. It's way different. It gives you more leeway what you can do on it. So you can add like slight scriptings, slight amounts of scripting. You can't write your own scripts in there. I think there's like particular scripts you're allowed to do. It's more like leeway on it. So you could like do, I suppose you could do switches on there. I haven't got to that point yet because I don't know anything about coding. I'm still working on the coding part on it. So to me, the coding part is like, yeah, it's going to be like quite interesting to get into. But at the moment I'm sort of world building, just building worlds out of worlds. And they've got this thing on, what's it called, on Unity called Pro Builder. Now what you could do with that is you can like sculpture or do an architecture of a building and then slap like textures on it. So you could have like wall textures, you could have like stoneworks, all that kind of stuff on it, all that goodness. And so at the moment I'm recording this in XAVCS 4K 25p on it, so it's at 100 megabytes. But the thing is, I'm not streaming, like I'm not sort of recording at that, so I'm actually doing this in 1080p. So actually if I put my hand there, look at that, hang on, is it going to focus? And then, there you go, it's actually quite fast actually for that. Yeah, that's quite cool. So anyway, so what I've been doing recently is I've just been going out 3D scanning objects and building stuff in there like worlds, and so you can actually go onto the platform. Now the interesting thing is, right, there's this like tunnel that goes up to Sainsbury's, right? So you go into the main tunnel. There's a lot of like graffiti stuff in there, and people like I don't know, they just do graffiti inside there. You get different pictures and all that all the time. But what I'm working on at the moment is doing some works of VR chat where I can build my own worlds in there and make it into like an art gallery. So as you're going through the tunnel, you've got like a main like art gallery in there. Might put some like some homeless people in there as well, like characters of homeless people sitting in there, which will be actually really good. And then sort of put like a little, one of those little fire sort of things, like a can with the fire in it, so it looks like one of those like homeless sort of thing where all the homeless hang out and stuff, like to keep out of the dry. And then what I'm going to do is add rain, so the rain comes down and just goes along, and then you see all the rain coming through, but that it don't come through on the main object because it's a solid object, so whatever comes through at the top is solid. So what I've done at the moment is I've only just got back because I was 3D scanning the entire tunnel on it. Now when you put the VR headset on and you go into VR chat, well, you don't have to go into VR headset to actually look at it. You can actually just go into VR chat in 2D. And what I want to start doing is a lot more photography with this camera. I want to start taking some like photos, insects, bugs, birds, everything, you name it. Wildlife stuff. Might even go to the zoo at some point and do some videos at the zoo and stuff. Do some animals there. Take some pictures and videos. That could be for like another vlog incoming in the future on my YouTube channel. So definitely check that out. So if you guys and girls like this, definitely like, favourite, share, comment and subscribe. So the iPad is just over about a year into it. Now I'd say it's doing pretty good. The battery life, whilst not actually just in standby, where it's just in standby and it's not it's powered on but it's like off basically, but still on. I'd get probably like about a month out of it without the battery going on it. It's actually powered by the M1 chip, which is basically, hang on, let's have a look. So the M1 chip, I think, is a multi-core processor. But I like Apple stuff. Like I've only started getting into Apple products in the last, I'd say, couple years. So it's an iPad Pro 2021 specs. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. It's a full tablet specifications. So it was released. Actually, it was released in 2021. So May. So yeah, so actually a little bit less. So it's not even been a year yet then, actually. And this was the 10-inch, I believe that's the 10-inch. It comes with a nano eSIM card, or well, you can put SIM cards into it. I haven't got a SIM card, I'm just using my Wi-Fi and stuff for the internet. It's got type liquid retina XDR mini, LEDs, LCD, 120 Hertz, HDR 10-bit, so it's HDR 10-bit. Dolby Vision 1000 nits as well, so it's got about 1000 nits, that's pretty good. But also says peak is 1600 nits. This one actually, I think it's 12.9 inch, that might be the 12.1. Yeah, I think that might be the 12.9 inch, so it's bigger than the 10 inch. Operating system, it uses iPad OS 14.5.1, upgradable to iPad's 15.1. Apple GPU 8-core graphics, so it's got 8 cores on it, which is 16, I'd say 16 threads, give or take, but it's using the M1 chip. It's got a triple camera, so it's got 3 cameras altogether, 3 cameras, 12 megapixel, f1.8. That is actually the f1.8 is basically good for low light. So if you're doing low light photography or low light video, that'd be spot on, fantastic for it. It's a 1/3 1.22 URM, I think, is that UM or URN? No, UM, I think it is, UM. Dual pixel PDAF, 10 megapixel at 2.4 focal on there. The f-stops, so the f-stops is at 2.4. 125 degree ultra wide. That's pretty good actually, ultra wide, 125 degrees. And then you've got TOF 3D LiDAR scanner depth, but you can do it up to 5 meters. You can actually do it up to 5 meters, which is really good. I mean, I'd say it's more than enough, but I'm hoping if they do get the iPad Pro 14 that it comes out, not iPad Pro 14, what am I saying? The 2022 version, and maybe the iPhone 14 when that comes out, hopefully this year, hopefully we can have up to like a 20 meters sort of LiDAR. That would be efficient, actually would be more than enough, especially if you want to try and do those massive high buildings and you can't get up to the top and you want to take a picture of the entire building or 3D scan the entire building, rather than putting it onto like climbing up a ladder or doing 3D scans of certain areas. This would be good. 20 meters would be more than enough. Say if you can't get across the road, but you want to get across the road, but like the road's quite far to the other side, you could use the 20 meters and you wouldn't even have to go across there. So that would help a lot. Actually, I'd probably even say 10 to 15 meters would be fantastic. I mean, even if they increased it from 5 meters. But itself, It's got loudspeakers. I think they've got like, it says, yeah, 4 speakers in this actually. The iPad Pro 2021's actually got 4 speakers. Yeah, 4 speakers. It says 3.5mm jack. Says there's no jack on it, but you can get the adapter to do it, so you can use the 3.5mm jack. I think it's on the USB-C. And you can get that at the Apple shops or wherever you want to get it from. Yeah, it's got USB-C 4, Thunderbolt 4, DisplayPort, magnetic connector. And mine was space grey. Mine was just the grey version on it. But for what it is, and what you can do with this iPad is like mind-blowing. But yeah, anyway, guys and girls, like, I will do some photography with this as well, with the iPad, and just show some of the pictures that I can take with it. At the moment, I'm sort of got it on charge because I've got 6% battery life left in it. So I've had it for, like, because I've been using it quite often from when it came out. So yeah, it's not too bad. And then people say, well, you don't use all your cameras or your tablets and stuff. Well, I'm using my iPad Pro more than often and all that. So I mean, that cost me, I think that cost me like 1,500 quid when it came out. Actually, I'm not actually feeling too good at the moment. I've got a hay fever and all that shit coming down. Not hay fever, but some sort of like allergies and shit. But anyway, hope you guys and girls enjoyed this episode. If you did, like, favourite, share, comment, subscribe as always. And I will be doing some more. But at the moment, I'm using that little muffler on there, the little dead cat on top of the microphone bit. So basically it's a microphone and you connect it into that port on the top. And that actually helps with wind as well. So if it's quite windy and all that kind of stuff, out and about, I might do a video on that actually out and about. Actually, I did actually do a video tonight when it was almost pitch black, so I will upload that to my videos. But anyway, stay safe guys and girls, and I'll see you on the next episode. Cheers for watching.